Yeah. Well, I'm here. Where are you at? You're in a plane? What do you like how are you supposed to get down to where I am? Look up. Okay. Okay. I'm going to look up, I guess. I'm looking for you.
Welcome to Yukon Valley, Chichiko. From up here, you're able to see almost the entire reserve. This looks like the spot to set the plane down. I'll pull up to the jetty and you can climb out. Now, good luck to you out there. Don't forget, I'm only a radio call away. I'm quite certain that you're the part of the puzzle that we've been missing out here. While I deal with paperwork and people, you're gonna be my eyes and ears on the ground. We're gonna be a strong team. I just know it.
Oh. Why? Hey. What was the point? What was the point of landing? I've been standing here the whole time.
One of your ability will find their way around, no problem. I look forward to seeing the results of your hunts.
I will say this plane's pretty cool.
There's a couple of places nearby that I'd like you to visit. You can probably see the lookout tower just up the hill from where I dropped you off. If you climb to the top, you'll get a great view of the surrounding area.
Okay. Top notch. What is up, everyone? Bo here from BZ Hub. As many of you know, we are in the Yukon today. To a lot of people, this is their favorite map. I mean, a lot of people love Yukon. It's right in there to me. I give it a solid 6 out of 10 Verhongas. Nah, I give it a 7. It's okay, and there are some fun things about it. I mean, going up and hunting the caribou and hunting the wolves. The wolves are very fun. They're violent. Animals, and they come at you in a pack, and I mean that's fun. I mean, that's when it gets fun.
Enjoy the view. These towers are used mostly for fire watch duties. But when I'm at the top of one, normally I just want to put my feet up and enjoy the tranquility.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
I haven't had a chance to do that in a long time, though.
So as you can tell by all the references to fires, fires are a big deal here in the Yukon and will be kind of something we see in the missions. We're on Lumber Shore right now. Ooh, Lumber Shore. I mean, you can't not consider this place beautiful. I mean, the mountains are amazing, the sun. It's a beautiful place, honestly.
Felled trees would be dragged down there. Then teams would strip them down and roll them into the river. Then they'd be bundled up and towed out to the sawmills. The outpost sits on top of the old workers' campsite.
All right. Our first outpost of Yukon. I always think it's interesting to see antlers and stuff of like animals that aren't even on the maps. Kind of, could have easily done moose antlers, some small moose antlers or something. Aesthetic choices. Come on.
Can you take a look at the trash can and make sure that it's locked? It's a bear-proof trash can with a tricky catch.
Bear-proof trash can. We also need to go get this lookout tower again. Gosh darn it, I keep doing the darn thing where I don't have the mission system on. You switch from streaming to playing the game and you forget to switch it back on. I'm telling you what. I'm hoping that it activates just by going up here. We'll see. Whoa. Okay, got the lookout tower again. Mission complete. Time to go back down to the lodge. He was wanting me to look at some bear-proof trash cans that were left open, and look at this. What is happening right now? You might be thinking, oh, volcano, nuclear facility broken down, ashes falling from the sky. No, it's snow. Yukon was one of those really cool places where they actually put in a feature that it snows, and the weather changes the ground from you know, a normal sunny day to snowy, just like that. You know, something that really got us excited, that maybe they were going to be adding seasons into the game, maybe they were going to be adding these onto older maps, and maybe into, you know, any other sort of map with the mountains and stuff like that in the future. But so far, nothing. Silver Ridge Peaks didn't even have snow, and it was the Rocky Mountains. So here we go. Here's the tamper-proof, bear-proof trash cans.
People often struggle to lock
That was
these
loud.
heavy-duty trash cans. But if they leave it just a little bit open, all sorts of trouble could come sniffing around. I think we got lucky this time.
I think so too. Lucky ducks us.
Taking care of that. Oh, one last thing. Before you move on, can you take a look at the firewood inside the cabin?
You betcha. We're gonna take a look at the firewood before we go anywhere. Where's this fire? There it is. I'm looking at it right now.
Damn, this is bad news. These logs have all the signs of a beetle infestation.
Oh god, look at them. They look so sickly.
I have the number for their satellite phone in the log somewhere. I'll get back to you.
Okay, good idea.
I just found the number.
Oh,
I knew I had it here somewhere.
that was rather quick.
I'll call you back in a moment after I've landed.
Who knows how long that's gonna take?
No answers from the hunters yet. I'll keep trying. There's an outpost in the forest to your northwest. If you follow the trail, you'll find it. I have a hunch that... Oh, phone's ringing. I'll call you back when I get some answers from these guys about where they cut the wood. Head to the forest outpost in the meantime. I'll bet that's where they were.
Alright. Right on. Can do. So now that we have a moment, there is one big thing I was wanting to do when I came to the Yukon, I guess. You know, a lot of people have been mentioning this, and I've been playing along, obviously, because we have this beginner series going on. But now that we're in the Yukon, don't you know, they hunt a lot of moose here. They have some big weapons, and one of them I'm going to buy right now. So excited to take a look at this 300 canning. And I tell you what, I usually always prefer wooden stocks, but the problem I have is that I carry the 30-06 Eckers in a wooden stock, and then I get confused when I'm carrying the darn 300 canning, which is also wood stock, and so I'm like holding them both. I use the same scope. It's really silly that I have to do this, but I always use the golden rifle just because I see the gold and I remember that that's my 300, and so I don't get confused at all, and we just avoid confusion altogether. So there we go. Bought the 300. Gonna buy the polymer tips for this guy. Gonna need polymer tips out the yahoo for this map. The other cool thing is, unless we find fox on this map, we really don't need to carry around the 243. We can get by using the 22, the 30-06, and the 300 canning. And like I said, if you find that you're going to be finding a lot of fox, feel free to carry around the 22 and the 243 and the 30-06 and the 300. You know, feel free to do that, but otherwise don't fiddle with it. There's really not that many fox to just carry around. I mean, honestly, the 22 is the same way. How many ducks are we going to see to snipe with the 22? And I like to use shotguns on birds anyway, but you know, that's not my issue today, so that's what we're gonna do. And I'm already running this way, I guess, to look for animals. You know what? I will run. I'll run to look for animals. That way maybe we find something to hunt along the way, but I'll skip the video so that you don't have to watch me run all this way. Look at that. Caring bow. You can never say, I never cared about you. Okay, here we go. I'm running now. Alright, well, found a point of interest over here, but also a bunch of caribou. How about that? I don't really see anything that massive, but we could still get our first caribou. Let's go ahead. Didn't mean to lay down prone, but it'll work. Throw 2 into him just to make it so we don't have to chase him so far. Kind of a habit of mine. I just throw 2 into them while they're going. Get a shot at this one. We might go for that one too. Doesn't look like we are, though. Okay. Well, I put 2 into him as well. There's a downed caribou. I honestly don't know what to expect from the other one. I see the texture on the antlers there. Decent old boy there. Damaged the trophy organ. I guess we hit the skull on that second shot, didn't we? Oh well. He wasn't that big anyway. He wasn't that big anyway. And here's our second caribou. Woo woo. Woo woo. Even smaller. That gets 2 out of the herd, so that 2 more will respawn, and hopefully those next 2 will be larger. You know?
You're near the forest outpost. Once you get up there, take a look in the cabin. There should be a backpack with some supplies in it. When you find it, just grab the whole pack.
Will do. Will do. Let's get this outpost first. Let's go inside to get these supplies now. Here's the backpack. Thank you.
Once you're done at the outpost, take a look in the surrounding forest. Can you find any fallen trees in that area?
I will go look. I will go look for these fallen trees.
Bark beetles are a massive threat to Alaska's spruce forests at the moment. We haven't been hit as badly compared to some other Alaskan state parks. But I think that it may be time for a quarantine.
Quarantine, something we all know very well at this point.
So once you find a fallen tree, I want you to take a look at its bark. Does it look healthy? If so, it's probably not the tree we're looking for.
Alright.
This is the one. Okay, in that pack you should have a canister of paint and a nozzle attachment.
Oh
Use that
God.
paint a big pink X on the tree.
This
And let's take a
bark
look around
looks
to make
so
sure the
sickly.
beetles haven't started to spread. If you see a spruce in the immediate vicinity of the fallen tree, mark it. And our forestry team will come out and take care of it. If it's untouched, they can just spray it with pesticides to protect it. If it's already infested, then they'll cut it down and haul it away for burning. Great job. I hope we don't
Whoa.
need to cut these trees down.
Calm down,
It's
Moose.
a small price to pay to contain the beetles. I used to resent another tree making me go out there and work. This reminds me of my summer breaks when I was a kid. Eventually, helping out my dad. Those trips also included hunting. He was a tree surgeon down in Washington State. Made them my favorite parts of the summer. I'll get in touch with the foresters. They can investigate the area and cut down what they need to.
He was a tree surgeon, and that was my favorite part of the
Pick
summer.
up the firewood at Loggers Point. Don't want to take any chances. It's becoming a full-on phobia of mine that these beetles are going to destroy the forest here. We sprayed pesticides across the western edge of the forest as a preventative measure earlier this month.
We're traveling to Muskeg now.
There should be some plastic sample containers. Could you bring them out to the wetlands? Muskeg is the word we use up here in Alaska.
Ah.
You're going to be grabbing some samples out there.
Hello, Moose.
One of our research teams can test the pesticides to make sure they aren't having any effect on the ecology. This was actually my wife Sandy's idea. She runs the Yukon Valley Nature Center, so she's working closely with a visiting research team.
Wow, how'd you two meet? Sorry, stepped over the line there. You don't have to answer.
Welcome to Yukon Valley's wetlands.
We just avoided it altogether.
I brought both of my daughters here to spot birds. They told me that all the bird spotting in the world wasn't worth the smell. Just fill one of the containers you have with water.
Running down to fetch some water. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Nicely done. First time I was there, I misjudged how stable the edge of a pond was and ended up with one leg knee-deep in the water.
Oh my
I
god.
was a rookie at the time, and luckily nobody saw it happen. Can you grab a second sample from a body of water slightly further away from the forest?
Found our first moose here. Our first Yukon moose. Ooh. Missed that second shot. Got it in the belly. He's going down for the count though, bro. Here we go. First moose from the Yukon. Blah, 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 blah. Level 3 in the left fibula. I was kind of wondering where that second shot went. Doesn't surprise me. So in this area, a few of the animal species you really want to watch for are caribou, moose, and the bison. If you kind of go around the drinking times for those animals, you will find them out here. Further to the west, you will find more wolves, but when you're this far east, you're not going to see too many wolves. Well, I saw this little like white thing way out here. Found a whole herd of caribou again. And that one's not a bad size. He's 311 to 400. I don't remember what the last one was that we shot. It always seems like the big difference between a big caribou and a small caribou is those two, like those front paddles or shovels, whatever they are. It always seems like the big ones have something there, you know, something decent up here. And then if it doesn't have that, then it's just kind of gonna be meh. You know, you can really tell what's a decent sized caribou versus another one by how much they have going on there. Look up, look up, look up. He's eating so much food. Come on, dude, bro. He's thinking about it, but he's like, nah, I'm too hungry. Neither one of those hit the vitals. There he be! 2 bad shots, but by golly, he's down. Look at him. Look at him. Got the spine and got the right scapula. We were close both times, though. 356 this time. Yeah, the last one was bigger because he was like 375, 385, wasn't he? Oh well. Alright, so we already got water from Lake Aquafina, and now we're getting some from Lake Dasani.
Great.
There we go. Jim's happy.
Or water samples. Next up, I need you to find me some animal droppings in this region.
Yeah, I mean, we would have found droppies a long time ago, Jim. We found a bunch of them over there. Classic Jim. Waiting until the last minute to tell us stuff.
Drifted out to the flats. I want to know if it's making it into the food chain.
I hear you, Jim. Ooh. Poop.
That's what we're looking for. Perfect. Could you find a sample from a different species as well?
My God.
Better to grab a larger sample size while you're already there in the field.
Yeah, okay, bro. Go. It's a good thing I always collect a little bit of poop every time I see some. I don't know why. It's just Hunter Heenil is just really into it. I think it's because of his alien kind of experiments he's doing on the, you know, Earth's population of animals. He just, every time he finds a track of poop, he takes a sample for his spaceship. All right. Lookout tower number 2. I tell you what, running on new maps is both very exciting and very dull. It's like at any point, you could find a big animal because you've never hunted here before. So there could be a big animal around any corner, and then at most of the time, though, you know, 95% of the time, you're just running around, just doing nothing, just running because you don't have any outposts and stuff like that. Whoa! I hate that you can never tell how big bison are. Like that one looks massive, but he's only level 1. There's a moose over there too. Hello, moose. Well, I mean, I kind of want to get a big one, but I don't really see anything, and I just kind of want them to be dead, so. Let's just go for 2, huh? Let's just go for 2. What are you over there by yourself? Level 3. Level 3 over there by yourself. I tell you what, if you come out here with one of those new longbows, I mean, you're sure to have a good time. There's a level 4 there. Henil, if you could just hold your breath for just a little bit longer. Come on, man. Here we go. Here we go. We found some.
That should do it.
That should do
I'll
it.
be able to tell if anything larger than a fly is ingesting chemicals that we should be worried about.
Boy, we got him in the spine, huh?
The muskeg, huh?
Missed the lungs by that much.
Drop the samples off, and I can easily pick them up. Oh, I just remembered. I've been speaking with my wife about the work you've been doing, and she mentioned a few tasks that she has on her plate that I think you could help her with.
Okay.
I gave her your number, so expect to hear from her.
All right.
Done some very
Thanks,
important
Jim.
studies at the moment. Hang on a second. I'm getting a call.
You're a popular guy. You're always getting calls, you know. Here we go. Here's the bud. Did get a vital shot on it, which is good. That's what I assumed we were gonna get.
Slight change of plans. Before you drop off the samples, I need you to grab a hatchet from the outpost at the western edge of the flats.
You get a hatchet now.
We have a bit of a situation out in the northwest corner of the reserve, and you're perfectly placed to take care of it.
Oh, wow.
It
Okay.
looks like storms have weakened the roots of a tree, which is about to collapse onto the train tracks. Let me know when you grab the hatchet.
So here's our level 4 bison here. We're, got a bunch of moose we're dealing with at the moment. Okay. Bye then. Level 4 bison. Woo woo, woo woo. Let's see what this guy scores. 197.6. Not really up there. Close to 221, but you know, that's okay. You know, we don't always get what we want. But it's cool to have the 300 canning to finally be able to do these easy shots. My god. So I will say this is one of my most hated parts about the Yukon, and it's more of an annoyance than anything. It just, I honestly just don't see how there's a little bit of water like this, and rather than just make it easy for us players and you know, having fun, they like, you can say it's a realistic move to make, but seriously, like, look how far. Like, I just want to get over there. Like, why can't? And so, you know, then you end up having to go around the entire thing, and this happens throughout the Yukon. In multiple locations, there are spots where it looks like you should be able to go, but you just can't. And it's one of the most annoying things in the game, I think, anyway. It's my one thing about the Yukon that I absolutely just do not love whatsoever. But, you know, we keep moving on, right? Move forward. Everyone move forward. All right, we've made it up here finally. Here's our outpost. Pick up the outpost so that we can fast travel to this point. This outpost is actually really great for hunting caribou. You will find wolves. I'll show you where we are right now. This outpost over by the muskeg. Caribou, bison, moose. As you saw, there are wolves that are kind of over in this area, and especially as you get closer to this lake, you're going to be seeing a lot more wolves. So that is definitely something to look forward to. There is a hatchet here, evidently. That's what he said. There it is.
You got the hatchet?
Got it.
I hope our visitors haven't been using it to open their beans. You're gonna need a nice sharp edge. It's small, but it should do the job.
Good. That's what I like to hear, Jim.
There's a lake just to the north of the flats. I'll be flying over it on my way home. If you drop that stuff off there, I can jump out, grab it, and get it to one of our ecological research teams today, instead of you having to walk around with a bag full of droppings and swamp water.
I'm telling you, Henil does it already. It's not that big of a deal. But okay, top notch, everyone. Well, I tell you what, we've done a little bit here in the Yukon. We've hunted a little bit. I honestly just don't want this video to get too long, but here we are in the Yukon. It's beautiful, isn't it? And it's a snowy day. You can't ask for much more in the Yukon. Moose, bison, caribou, wolves, harlequin ducks, foxes. There's a handful of different stuff here, and it's really, really cool. But that's gonna do it I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you're excited for more missions in the Yukon, hunting for bison and the whatnot, and I can't wait to do more. So why don't you hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. Check us out on Twitch and YouTube Monday and Wednesday nights, sometimes more, so just pay attention there. And we also are playing Fishing Planet and Hunting Simulator 2. If those are games that interest you, make sure you hit that subscribe button and the bell so that you know when those opportunities are gonna be. And that's gonna do it, everyone. Take care, and as always, keep gaming, never stop.